Well, not giving non-citizens access to benefits designed for Americans. Seems like common sense? Well, you'd be surprised, because the White House is officially cutting off taxpayer-funded benefits from immigrants in the country illegally, saying saving Americans an estimated $40 billion. The Trump administration says this has been going on for years, and this move isn't just welfare reform. It's a full-scale rollback of what the president calls decades of bureaucratic defiance. Brian, I'll come to you first. We're talking about Head Start. We're talking about technical education programs, free tuition, SNAP. What's the right thing to do?
Well, it's this. I mean, the crazy thing about these stories is who even knew what kind of benefits illegals were getting? I mean, it's all buried. It's all in the bureaucratic mess. And this is why people say that you've got a huge magnet in the United States, because when you give away basically unlimited welfare benefits, it's a huge incentive for people to come here. So it's sort of obvious that we should end this. You have to be a citizen of the United States, and we should, my view is we should reduce these benefits at the same time, which I think is what the big, beautiful bill, in a way, was starting to do across the board, get fraud out of this. But this is just a duh moment.
Yeah.
Just, most Americans would look at this and say, yeah, why would we be giving those benefits?
Well, and the Democrats.
Thank you for doing
And the Democrats are playing fast and loose with the facts on the big, beautiful bill as it relates to this. What they're trying to say is those cuts in the big, beautiful bill, we're cutting Medicaid. This is part of the cuts. Cutting it out for illegal immigrants and people that don't deserve to get the benefits. I mean,
and people are going to die, Charlie.
You know, I don't care. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. You know, I don't care what they say about Doge, like, oh, it didn't do enough. The fact that we know what USAID does, and
the awareness was
of
priceless.
Funding transgender dance festivals in Bangladesh on my
question,
dime is crazy.
What do you say, and I'm not saying I agree with this, but the pushback, Jerry, has always been, well, these kids were brought in by their parents. Why are we punishing them? They didn't do this, and yet you're taking benefits away from them. How do you solve the cries from the left about you're so mean, you don't believe in humanitarian issues? How dare you when they didn't choose this?
And on top of that, just to continue your theory here, you know, a lot of people on the streets in this country, you know, some of them are here illegally. Do you just let that go on? Do you let it fester? These are the programs. Yes.
All right, so there was a great clip that was circulating with the guy that goes to the board on CNN, and he had a diverse set of polls, and the question was, do you want to see illegals deported from this country? Not just the criminals, people who are illegal that don't belong here, do you want to see them out? And I believe down across the board, more than half, it was numbers higher than 50% saying, yes, get them out of here. And this brings us back to the heart of the Birthright citizenship case. President Trump's executive order on that matter, the lower courts trying to stall the project. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about constitutional interpretation. I can't wait until the Supreme Court takes it up, because these people have been sucking up benefits that are, you know, should be given to Americans for years and years and years.
We put them up in luxury hotels. I mean, who ever heard of this? You come here illegally, we're going to give you a debit card, we're going to put you up in luxury hotels. Well, by the way, we'll give you an app to tell you how to, like, you know, tap into
how to game
benefits.
the system.
I mean, it really is kind of a joke. And we have a lot of poor people in this country. We have a lot of problems in this country. We've got a lot of poor vets in this country.
Homeless people, people with mental illness.
By the way, those people that are homeless, as much as, you know, we get enraged when we see them in this, and they're violent.
They need help.
They need help. They need taxpayer money to get them off the streets and to get treatment.
To get mental.
And that's where we should be spending our money. I think this is common sense stuff. And I think when most people say, well, you're depriving the kids of, first off, we're not starving the kids.
Right.
We're depriving them of a head start. You know, we're saying, well, maybe the parents got to go back.
Yeah. Or you shouldn't be here.
Well, that's where Democrats love to take the locus of responsibility from parents and put it on the state. So they're saying if you cut state benefits, you're hurting the children. I think the conservative answer is those children are in the care of their parents. The parents have to make a better choice. If they make an illegal choice, they need to undo that choice.
But let's play devil's advocate. I'm 8 months pregnant, and I'm desperate for my child to be an American citizen because I'm so sick of my horrible country and the American dream, and I run across the border for the sake of my child.
Well, I would argue that the 14th Amendment doesn't actually provide birthright citizenship the way the Democrats read it.
You know what I would say?
So
I would
we can have a
argue-
constitutional
I would
conversation
argue,
about that.
look
but-
Stay in your own country and do it the legal
Yeah,
way.
and by the way, look at what's going on in California. I mean, one of the biggest clowns in politics has to be Gavin Newsom. I mean, this is a guy that leads with his chin. I mean, this is a state where if you took out like three big businesses, I guess, is NVIDIA located in
Yes.
Silicon Valley?
Yeah,
So I guess,
Santa Clara.
So that helps, right? That helps their economy. But you take that out, this is a state that's losing population.
Yes.
That is running on deficit mode without without Silicon Valley. There's something called Medi-Cal, I think. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
Yes.
Sagan talks about it all the
it's
time.
their version of Medicare.
They put all the illegals on it.
The illegal immigrants are sucking that dry,
Right.
and average people can't live in the state. And they have a homeless problem in LA, in San Francisco. So Gavin Newsom, you know, the second best spokesman, the second best gift for Republicans is after Mondami's number one.
Newsom.
Is that clown. I mean,
Yeah.
And by the way, he's a clown. I don't care what he thinks of me.
Well, you know, you're right to bring up the exceptions because that is the argument, but exceptions make terrible policy.
Yeah,
and I
that's
think
fair.
Democrats
You're right about
know
that.
that, which
You're
is
right.
why they always want to talk exceptions so that you can get terrible policy, and then they've won.
Well,
You've
and
got
you
to
know
make
what they do?
policy on what's substantially actually happening.
When they do that, then they say, oh, well, we've set precedent. We've been doing it for years and years and years and years. So if you've been breaking the rules or misreading the 14th Amendment for years and years and years, that means we can't ever stop doing it. I mean, that's essentially
Agreed.
what they say
Yeah.
in every aspect. It's like, well, we've been doing it. We can't stop now. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Well,
Got to
don't
find
you
root
think-
causes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm only kidding.
What a
Don't
great
you
way to
think that, I mean, what's interesting to me, and Charlie brought this up, is that I feel like the wool's been removed from our eyes. You know, we've seen
Yeah.
so many things in the last couple of years that we've never seen before, and we're still all recovering from that. Charlie,
Yep.
thanks for being with us for the hour.